So hello guys. In our previous lesson, we learned that the universe is made up of matter, and that matter is anything that has mass and occupies space. But have you wondered what the smallest part of matter is? Or in other words, what is the building block of matter? In general, matter is built up of one or more of certain tiny particles, which may be atoms, molecules, or ions. In this video, we shall be taking a look at the atom as the building block of matter. What is an atom? Imagine that we can continue to cut down a piece of iron sheet to the smallest particle possible, which can still retain the chemical properties of iron. That particle is what we call an atom. So we can define an atom simply as the smallest part of an element that can still retain the chemical properties of that element. The actual existence of atoms was not established until the 19th century, when John Dalton, an English chemist, put forward the atomic theory. An atom is a fundamental piece of matter. Every substance in the universe is made of matter, and so every substance in the universe is made of atoms. Atoms are also very small and cannot be seen by the ordinary eye. It can be only seen with the use of very powerful microscopes. An atom in itself is made up of some tiny particles. We call them subatomic particles, and they are the protons, the neutrons, and the electrons. The protons and the neutrons make up the center of the atom called the nucleus, and the electrons fly around above the nucleus in a small electron cloud. The electrons carry a negative charge, the protons carry a positive charge, while the neutrons have no charge. In a neutral atom, the number of protons and the number of electrons are equal, often but not always. The number of neutrons are also the same too. For example, the helium atom has 2 electrons, 2 protons, and 2 neutrons as well. An atom is said to be electrically neutral, even though it contains charged particles like the protons and the electrons. Why? As seen from the table, the number of electrons and protons in an atom are equal. Therefore, the charge of the protons and electrons will neutralize each other to become 0. This is why atoms are always electrically neutral. The negative electrons are attracted to the positive nucleus by a force which is similar to that of a magnet, and this is what keeps the atom together. Now, which of the particles in an atom is the lightest? It is the electron. Protons and neutrons are heavier than electrons and reside in the nucleus, which is located at the center of the atom. Electrons are extremely lightweight and exist in a cloud orbiting around the nucleus. Protons and neutrons have approximately the same mass, but one proton weighs more than 1,800 electrons. Now let's go over what we've learned in this lesson. 1. An atom is the smallest part of an element that can still retain the chemical properties of that element. 2. There are 3 subparticles in an atom, which are the protons, the neutrons, and the electrons. 3. That the protons and neutrons are found in the nucleus, while the electrons are found orbiting outside the nucleus. Thank you and see you in the next lesson.